Hi everyone, welcome to Ranmalee Teachers History class. Today we are going to start the grade 11 lessons. So you are in the O-level class now. I know that history is a type of boring subject, but you should pay attention to history because if you fail the history subject, you will fail the whole examination. Because it is a main subject like maths, science, English, Sinhala, like that. So, I want to tell you a secret. So, this government syllabus, grade 11 and 10 included into the O-level papers. So, this grade 10 book is a type of hard book, I know that. So this grade 10 book divided into different parts and included in 6, 7, 8. So I am doing those videos also. I want you to watch. It is very simply and easily I have recorded in those videos. And grade 9 book included in grade 11 book. So if you feel it is very hard, you can watch those videos, and if you watch those videos, you will remember the good examples. So, it is the secret that I want you to take. Right? Join my classes. If you want to join my classes, you should subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Then you will get every video I upload. I hope you enjoy my classes. Industrial Revolution. What is meant by Industrial Revolution? The broad change happened in the industry and technology fields within the periods about 6 decades by producing goods with the help of the machines instead of manual labor is known as Industrial Revolution. Beginning of Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution began towards 18th century in Britain. By the 19th century, the influence of Industrial Revolution spread to the other countries in Europe and rest of the world. Trade was the major reason emergence of Industrial Revolution. In 18th century, France, Portugal, Spain and other than Britain engaged themselves in colonization. What is colonization? Colonization means British and the other European countries have captured the countries around the world to obtain raw materials for their industries. Our country also one of the colony of Britain after the war. In Britain in 1850, they have captured the whole country. I think you remember in the grade 9 how these British people have captured the Canadian kingdom. Reasons for the emergence of Industrial Revolution. Financial and commercial affairs started developing in Europe in 16th century and 18th century. Britain have surpassed some of the other leading European countries such as Holland, France, Portugal and Spain. As a result of wealthy class who could invest money in industries was created in that country. At the same time, there was rapid growth in population of Britain which resulted high demands for goods and in turn producing goods to meet increasing demands became challenged. This led to the development of industrial sector. There was an expansion of knowledge of science results of Renaissance that took place in Europe in 14th century after the War of Crusade that happened in between Christians and Muslims, or the Turkey people. After that, the Constantinople was captured by Turkeys. So after that, this Renaissance in Europe happened because the Constantinople, in the libraries, the Greek Rome knowledge books were kept in there. So all the Greek Rome knowledge was taken to the Europe. So after that, this scientific ideas and universities emergence in Europe. So this Renaissance gave a good support to this Industrial Revolution. You can see the Britain. This is Britain. So this is Europe. Portugal, Spain. This is Britain, France. This is the Europe. So these are the colonies captured by European countries in red color. So Sri Lanka, India, America, Australia, you can see. Those are the colonies captured by European people. Especially Britons, they have captured the lot of areas. Minerals such as iron and steel that were necessary in producing machinery too were found in Britain. Britain easily found things like coal, which played a major role in producing energy. There was heavy population in complementary kingdoms such as France, and development of trade in those countries was limited in comparison to the Britain. Britain had obstruction the commercial relationships of its colonies with other colonies in the world by imposing several commercial laws. Britain was able to maintain high demand for their productions into own colonies because they had no choice than importing those productions from Britain. Now did you understand? They have taken our raw materials and they have taken to their industries, produced goods, after that again sold to the colonies, again sold to those countries they have captured. So at that time, Sri Lanka, India, those people have no any other idea. They have to buy those goods. Britain never developed those industries in Sri Lanka and India, those areas. So they have to buy the goods brought by Britain. Some of those products, high demand in Britain, were suitable for the production using machines. As an example, high demand placed upon British cotton clothes by India. So Indian people used to wear cotton clothes. So they took cotton from the eastern countries, took it to the Britain. After that they prepared clothes and brought to the colonies and sold in India, Sri Lanka, all the countries. Increasing demands for the British clothes, they did not have the ability to increase the production within short period with the exciting production methods. Because of high demand that existed for the British production, there arose a need of increasing productions in short period. It is the solution for this challenge. There was a rapid development in industrial field. So they have to produce good for the increase of population. So they have to increase the development of industrial field. There were several changes in agriculture field too in Britain. The rich landowners combined small pieces of lands that belonged to the poor farmers and made the large farms. So this term is known as encroaching movement. As a result of this, the farmer who lost their land migrated to the cities in search of new jobs. The extra labor that was granted as a result was able to be used for the industrial development. Britain talented individuals had the opportunity to earn money irrespective for their social status. This free social environment in the attitudes supported to spread new ideas, and it was conducive for the development of industrial sector. Together with the development of the economy, the emergence of new banks and financial organizations that provided capital for the new industries and businesses was seen. The political stability that was prevailing in Britain too helped in the Industrial Revolution. The Parliament provided freedom, tax relief and support to engage in business activities for the economic development. Britain had the most conducive environment for the Industrial Revolution, such as being small island, ability to build the web market throughout the country. Ability to change high prices for the production, and London City being center that distributed the raw materials, capitals and products helped Britain to surpass other countries in the industrial production field. So you have the British map. So you can see Britain is an island. So they very easy to do the trade activities, and the London City became the center of that. So this raw materials brought from the eastern countries easy to distribute to the industries. After that, the goods also easy to distribute to the eastern countries through this London City. Rise of the Industrial Revolution. So this Industrial Revolution was based on 3 industries. So the development happened in these 3 industries: textile industry, iron and steel industry, coal industry. The development that occurred in these fields resulted in gradually progress in other fields such as transport, communication and agriculture. Textile industry. Britain faced a challenge of increasing their textile products to meet the high demand that came to their own colonies. So you remember that India needs cotton clothes. So Britain used to take all the cotton from the east and taken that to their industries. After that they prepare the clothes and again go to the colonies and sold them. Weaving clothes became little faster with the invention of flying shutter by John Kay in 1733. But the slowness in preparing threads needed weaving clothes still remained a problem, because they have to give the clothes to the increase in population. So high demands are there. So according to the situation that was there at that time, thread produced by 6 threads made per a day were not enough. Only for one weaver to work for the one day. Therefore, James Hargreaves produced a machine called Jenny. You can see the other side, the machine called Jenny, in 1764 for the cotton weaving. This machine was manually operated one. Later, in 1769, Richard Arkwright produced more efficient water-powered spinning wheel. It was named as water turbine. Arkwright's creation was an important production when compared to the other machines used at that time. It could be used only such places where was continuously water supplies, because this turbine should turn when the water is coming. So you can see the John Kay, who invented this flying shutter. This is the spinning machine produced by Arkwright. You can see the wheel also. So then it needs water to rotate. Samuel Crompton, who used the functioning principle of spinning jenny and the water turbine, produced a new machine called Moore around 1779. This helped to produce thinner and strong threads. Then around 1785, Edmund Cartwright found a way running the Moore by steaming power. Thus, within a period of about 30 years, new machines and new technical methods are invented to make spinning cotton more efficient. So you can see the Samuel Crompton, who have produced the Moore. So you can see the Edmund Cartwright. He have developed this Moore, and it is function using steam power. So time to time this industry has developed. Iron and steel industry. All deposits are found in Britain. British people produced iron and steel even before the Industrial Revolution to make weapons, agricultural equipment and household tools. They used firewood to smelt ore for this purpose. It was difficult to meet huge demands in iron and steel needed for the production of machinery as a result of Industrial Revolution using firewood. In 1730, the method of smelting ore using coal was founded by Abraham Darby. In 1784, tempered iron could be produced with the invention of roller machine by Henry Cott. Henry Bessemer found a new method to produce steel by removing dirt from the iron in 1856. The invention of open oven method in 1860 by developing above mentioned method, able to produce higher quality steel. So you can see the Abraham Darby. It is a type of open oven. In 1730, we have invented this method of smelting ore using by coal. This is Henry Bessemer. He have founded new method to produce steel by removing dirt from iron in 1856. This invention of open oven method, by developing about the mentioned method, so it is able to face the production of high quality steel. This is Henry Cott. In 1784, tempered iron could be produced with the invention of roller machine. He have invented this, Henry Cott. Steel could be producing cheaply and quickly this method, making electric oven to smelt by ore by William Siemens in 1870 helped the improvement of iron and steel industry. These new creations paved the way for rapid improvement in iron and steel industry. Coal industry. There are so many coal mines in Britain. South Wales, Yorkshire, Lancashire are some places where the coal mines are situated. Coal was very popular at that time, and it was a cheap and efficient fuel for smelting ore. Running machines had and household chores. The demands for coal increased with the industrial development. Mining coal was difficult. There are several new inventions were made in order to find this solution. Removing the water that gathered in the mines when it was dug deep. Poisonous gases are found in the depth, increasing heat and providing light to the depth are the problems that had when they are digging the coal mines. So, to improve this coal industry, Thomas Newcomen invented steam engine in 1735 to pump water of the mines and artificially cool the air. Yet it was inefficient and could not be used in other industry too. Therefore, James Watt developed these two new steam engine in 1736. It was an efficient engine that could be used in many industries. So you can see the two machines invented by the Thomas Newcomen and James Watt. So this Thomas Newcomen invented this steam engine in 1735 to pump water of the mines and cool the air, but it is not efficient. So James Watt has developed this steam engine in 1736, and the James Watt machine is more efficient than this. The problem of providing light to the mines too was solved when the Humphrey Davy produced the safety lamp in 1812. In 1839, a method was found to take coal out of the mines using iron cables instead of old method of taking them out by women and children using copper cables. So you can see the down picture, the oldest method. The development of this coal industry resulted in several byproducts. Tar obtained by burning coal was used in road construction. Paints that were necessary in dyeing clothes too were made with the help of the coal. It was further used to produce medicine, perfumes, oil and fertilizers. So there are different types of byproducts by burning this coal. Tar is very easily they can prepare roads, paints for the clothes and medicine, perfumes, oil and fertilizers were the byproducts of coal. So you can see the safety lamp produced by the Humphrey Davy. So in the mines there are different types of gases comes out. So very dangerous and there might be a fire. So this is very valuable to provide light inside the mines because it is very dark. The Industrial Revolution that took place in the fields of textiles, coal and iron industries in Britain soon spread into the other fields also. There are two types of expansions can be identified. Expansion to the other fields. The new knowledge that emerged in relation of industrial and technology fields as a result of Industrial Revolution, fields like transport, communication and agriculture too had development under the influence of Industrial Revolution. With the development of industrial sector, there is necessary to develop a road system arose for the transporting raw materials to the factories and transporting goods to the market. Therefore, in 1811, John Macdam produced a new way of making roads. It is called the Macdam method. You can see the Macdam. So here he is the inventor of the modern roads. You can see the way they are building the roads. Macadam method. Macadam method means spreading small piece of granite and a strong foundation of bigger stones and soil and making roads by pounding and revealing them. Heavy roads of goods and passengers could be driven fast and easily on those roads. Hundreds of miles of such roads were built in Britain and Scotland within a short period. Machines and engines used for transport to develop with the development of roads. Production of the steam engine by George Stephenson in 1814 became landmark in the Industrial Revolution. As a result, trains could be used to transport coal and other products. George Stephenson, who invented the locomotive engine, was not able to read and write till he was in 17 years old. So you can see this George Stephenson. So he is able to invent this steam engine. So he was in 17 years when he's inventing this steam engine. The development that took place in land transport as a result of the Industrial Revolution affected the naval and water transport too. In 1807, an American called Robert Fulton produced the steamboat. Henry Brel produced the steamship in 1811 for passenger transport. It used firewood as a fuel at the beginning. Later, they used coal. The production of motor car in 1885 by German Daimler and production of aeroplane by Wright brothers in 1903 made huge change in the transport system. So you can see down there the Daimler's motor car and aeroplane produced by the Wright brothers. Fulton's steamboat, Robert Fulton's steamboat. Henry Bell's steamship. Daimler's motor car. This is a developed motor car. Wright brothers aeroplane. Expansion of communication sector. There was a rapid development in communication sector too. The postal service that existed in Britain up to this was very costly. A need arose to exchange letters quickly for cheaper price in shorter time for the business activities. As a result, an apparatus was produced to communicate using human voice between two places through the cables in 1876. It is called telephone. It was produced by Alexander Graham Bell. You can see Alexander Graham Bell. This is his first telephone. A new postal service, which was called penny postal service, was started in 1840. There arose another need for sending messages between two places more quickly. Samuel Morse was able to start telegraph service in 1844. An emergence change took place in communication sector in 1895 when Guglielmo Marconi invented the method of sending messages through radio signals. And then John Logie Baird invented the television. These two inventions supported only the development of communication but also the development of trade and commerce, including other economic activities. So you can see the John Logie Baird, Marconi's radio, and this John Logie Baird's television, Guglielmo Marconi's radio signals,